Your theory was, is it possible to lower the quantity of food down to what we do on any of the diets we'd study, but not lower nutrition? Now, you did that by you finding researchers who'd spent years traveling the world, finding foods that had massive amounts of nutrition, not massive amounts of calories. And that was the basic premise. And then you created two new ways of consuming the food, one called protein pacing, which, and we're going to talk about that in a moment, where you basically put together the world's most perfect meal in conjunction with regular food. Regular food was about 40% of what the participants had, 60% was from these world's most perfect food. And then you had them do protein pacing, which was the world's most perfect meal for breakfast, a regular lunch from the grocery store, a regular dinner from the grocery store, and then a fourth meal after dinner, the world's most perfect food. And you could do that because it wasn't about quantity, it was about quality. And then 2 days a week, you had people do something called intermittent nutritional fasting, not intermittent fasting, not fasting, where on those days, no food from the grocery store and just the world's most perfect meals, like 4 times a day, spread out every 2 to 3 hours, etc. Is that a good representation of what you did? And then I'd like you to explain to the audience, because a lot of people are confused about this. They keep challenging me, oh, you're a snake oil salesman, you don't know what you're talking about. The only way to lose weight is calorie in, calorie out, even though it's been debunked even by Harvard Medical School. I have the quote right here saying, stop counting calories. The idea of a calorie in, calorie out when it comes to weight loss is not just antiquated, it's just wrong. That's Harvard Medical School. So can you fill everybody in and why it's so critically important in the world we're living in today with 80% of America overweight, 50% obese, 50% pre-diabetic, and something I don't think you even knew. I got a new study here from Johns Hopkins saying study predicts obesity apocalypse by 2030 in 5.5 years. The current trend continues. 86% of Americans are going to be overweight or obese by 2030. I think we need a new approach, which you guys discovered. And I asked you, would you ever recommend a traditional diet ever again based on the science?